Hello Internet, this is Chef Ben and I'm here today to give you 5 hacks that you can use to change how you cook forever. It'll blow your mind, so stay tuned. Intro. And I'll show you how to properly separate an egg. This is It's very important. Hi everybody, this is Chef Ben. I am coming to you from an undisclosed location. Number 1, salt. All right, a lot of people are afraid of salt. They're afraid to use it. They think that if they use it, they're going to use too much and their food's going to be salty. If you can taste salt, you've gone too far. To use music as a metaphor, if you're playing a guitar, salt is like tuning your guitar. You wouldn't play a guitar untuned. You wouldn't eat food without a little bit of salt. It brings up all the flavors around it, and it kind of just lets you pick out the individual flavors. Salt is very important. Add little bits, mix it in, let it dissolve, taste. Little bits, mix it in, let it dissolve, taste. It's very, 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 very important. Not only that, you can use it for preserving, you can use it for all kinds of stuff. Salt is incredible. Number 2, acid. If salt is tuning your guitar, acid is like buying new strings. And it can be vinegars of any kind, it can be citrus fruit, it can be all kinds of things. And what acid does is it really brightens everything up. You don't need a lot of it. Tomatoes are acidic. If you're using like a tomato sauce, you don't really need to add anything acidic to it. And you can add tomatoes to a dish as the acidic ingredient. But you really want that little bit of acidity to brighten up all the other flavors. It really is incredible how if you have like a big pot of soup or chowder or something like that, and you add just a few drops of lemon juice or vinegar, it changes the entire flavor profile. So use acid, but use it sparingly. A little bit goes a long way. Number 3, sweet. Going back to the music metaphor, if salt is like tuning your strings, acid is like buying new strings to get that brightness. Sugar would be like adding a bit of treble. It's that little bit of flavor right up front that gives you this kind of awakening in your palate that lets you taste everything else really clearly. Now, things don't need to be sweet, but a little bit of sugar or honey or molasses or maple syrup or anything like that, even if you caramelize tomatoes, you get that sweetness. Anything like that, a little bit of fruit, anything, will really bring out all the other flavors. It awakens the palate and it really intensifies everything around it, especially if you're pairing like a super acidic dish with something sweet, or you're adding like a sweet element to it, then all of a sudden that acidity seems even brighter. Same with spice. If you have something hot and you pair or add a sweet element to it, then all of a sudden that spice is a little more intense. But it also acts in a way to kind of mellow out the effect of the heat, but the flavor is increased. Number 4, umami. All right, if salt is fine-tuning, acid is brightening, sugar is kind of awakening, then to continue with the music metaphor, umami is the base. It's that feeling you get in the back of your mouth when you eat meat or you eat something fermented or you eat mushrooms or tomatoes. You start to salivate. That's umami. You can replace that in vegetarian dishes using miso paste or tofu or anything fermented, and you can add it to dishes using ingredients that naturally contain it, like mushrooms or tomatoes or meat, or you can add soy sauce or miso paste. It's a really important component to your dish because it gives you that kind of satisfied feeling at the end of every bite. Number 5, we're talking about spice. All right, so we've gone through salt, acid, sugar, umami. Now let's talk about spice, specifically heat. Heat, to me, in the music metaphor, would be the melody. It's that kind of playful interaction between ingredients, and it's really important. And it doesn't have to be hot. It doesn't have to be, but if you balance just a touch of a spicy ingredient, like even just a drop of Tabasco in a big pot of chowder, kind of, again, brightens everything up. But if you are going to use spice, use it properly. Get the most out of it that you can by sauteing your chilies, by extracting the oil from them as opposed to just throwing them in at the last minute. There's so many things you can do to increase and improve the quality of your food. It's insane. So these are just 5 tips that you can use to improve the flavor today. Keep checking back for more. I'm Chef Ben. This is my channel. You can follow me on Facebook at Ben Kelly Cooks. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Chef Ben Kelly. Thanks for watching. I'll be back soon. Talk to you later.